We're not defacing anything, we're not damaging anything. We're just flying around it, and that's it. We're just getting a different perspective of it. You know, there's so many architectural icons that I would love to see and bring everyone to see it from a different perspective. It's such a shame that people could only really experience it from one perspective, and that's from down below. And the only way to capture it is with this. You know, some people have already formed their own opinions on people that fly drones, and most people are consumed with the idea that a lot of us are here to invade privacy, where in actuality, I'm moving so fast that I could care less about what's going on beneath me or around me. All I care about is what's happening directly in front of me. We try to get through as many gaps as we possibly can. I mean, anything that's a hole, it doesn't matter whether it's rectangular, circular, or whatever, because it's just so intense and it's so immersive. My hands are trembling. You definitely do have much more control because it's first-person view, you know, FPV. You're looking straight and you got the camera right in front of you. Depending on the frame that you have, you know where your props are. So you have an idea as far as spatial awareness. You understand how wide you are, how big you are relative to the space that you're in, or to the obstacle that you're trying to go through. Sometimes it gets a little difficult because you forget just how big you are. And some of these obstacles could be huge. They're tremendous, and you don't realize it because you feel like it's practically yourself. Like you feel like you're almost flying, you know? You feel like it's something of your dimensions because you're not really looking at it like it's a toy, you know? Because you're there, right there in the goggles. You use your quad with the GoPro, you're looking at anywhere between $300 to $700 of a loss right there. And so of course nobody wants that. So because of that, I equip all my drones with these battery-powered beepers. And these battery-powered beepers, they're like a beacon. And in the event that I lose my drone or it gets stuck somewhere, it's gonna send out, it's gonna beep for a couple of days. And the beep is pretty loud, it's like 110 decibels.
Broke did it, my toy.
People come up with a lot of crafty ways to try to retrieve their drones. They use like a compressed air canister and like a PVC pipe of some sort. And they'll basically connect the tube to it and use forced air to throw a projectile with a rope tied to it and just aim and shoot. And some people use a water bottle. So tie a rope to the water bottle, shoot it out there, and get to wherever they are. And then if it gets snagged on a limb, just pull on that limb. Some people spend hours. Some people come back for days. Some people come back for years. Spots is like pretty much, I think that's like what gives you the most value in this hobby, especially locally, because there aren't really that many spots. So if you're that guy to come across spots, then people they wanna know these spots. But you just don't freely share this information, you know? You just don't tell anybody specific locations. Once you know locations, then, you know, I mean, the sky is like yours practically, or indoors. We love going to bandos, abandoned buildings, and going into these abandoned buildings, and it's just like, whoa, you know, like these places have been sitting here for years. I feel like this is, I guess, a prideful moment, but I gotta throw it out there for sure. I was definitely the first and the only to hit the vessel in New York City ever and capture it. Nobody wants to touch it. It's kind of like off limits. That was one hell of an experience. It's wild, it's really intense, because it's just like a free fall.